Hi, welcome to Data Science again. So, today I will be presenting the major applications of data science in various fields. And this will be very interesting if you are looking for the job in different sectors. So, basically, this covers all the major fields where you can see the bigger opportunities. So please subscribe the channel and make some comments if you want some kind of question answer from my side. So subscribe my channel, Bioinformatics for All. And now I'm going to continue. So here, the applications of data science in various fields, basically it has diverse applications across many sectors, from improving healthcare with disease prediction and personalized medicine to enhance finance through fraud detection and risk assessment. In retail, it drives personalized customer experiences and optimizes supply chains, while transportation uses it for routing, planning, and predictive maintenance. Other key applications include powering search engines and recommendation systems, enabling targeted advertising and improving manufacturing quality control and logistics. So here, this figure is representing the different sectors of data science major application. Healthcare, including pharmaceutical companies, gaming, energy, travel, finances, and e-commerce. Now, today I will be covering mostly the data science application in health sector. So healthcare, it mainly includes, of course, there is vast application of data science, but the major fields I'm going to discuss are disease prediction and treatment, analyzing patient data to predict medical risks and develop personalized treatments. Second thing is drug development, accelerating the drug discovery process by analyzing large data sets to identify drug targets and predict efficacy. Then hospital operations, optimizing hospital operations and improving the efficiency of healthcare systems. Of course, there are many more applications, for example, predictive analysis and for disease diagnosis, population health management, genomic medicine, and precision oncology, image processing and medical imaging, clinical decision support systems, epidemic outbreak prediction, remote patient monitoring, healthcare fraud detection, drug discovery and development, and finally the personalized therapeutic approaches. In case of disease prediction and treatment, for example, analyzing the patient data to predict medical risks and develop personalized treatments, it is not just one person or one type of person is needed in this section. There are many different portions where they need a specialized people. For example, analyzing patient data, it needs completely basic person who have some basic knowledge of data analysis and some basic mathematical analysis knowledge, including, of course, computational coding part and some statistical knowledge. In the similar way, the drug development process, accelerating the drug discovery process. Here, for this purpose, you need to look for the jobs in pharmaceutical companies. And then, of course, health operations and management. You can look for the smaller hospitals or bigger hospitals. So if you are looking for some jobs in these fields, you can also work from home. You can initiate your email communication with the relevant people from the relevant sectors that you can work it from home. But I will be discussing also those things in the next classes. But for today, I'm going to discuss the major applications of data science in health sectors. Now, it comes broader application lists. So medical imaging, virtual assistance, personalized treatment plans, diagnostics, improving the patient outcomes, reduce treatment failure, pharmaceutical development, patient data tracking, drug development, predictive analytics, wearables, early disease detection, precision medicine, remote patient monitoring, predictive analytics in healthcare, disease tracking, genomics, patient engagement, building predictive models, health fraud detection, predict epidemics, operational efficiencies, electronic health records maintenance, healthcare data scientists. Now, data science application in health and care include predictive analytics for disease diagnosis and outbreak prediction, personalized treatment plans based on genomic data and patient history, medical image analysis for detecting conditions in X-rays and MRIs, drug discovery, remote patient monitoring using wearables and improved hospital operations for resource allocation and fraud detection. These applications use techniques like machine learning, natural language processing, or NLPs to analyze health data, enhance clinical decision making, and improve overall patient care outcomes. So, this is the way how you can think about the medical data science applications in medical science or hospital or healthcare system. Now it comes data science problems in healthcare. There are uncertainties in patient outcomes, inadequate infrastructure for scaling up analytics, fragmented healthcare information systems, slow drug development and processes. There are many more problems associated with healthcare. That is why data scientists or data analysts are needed in the health sectors or healthcare. Now, diagnostics. In diagnostics, what you are going to do is data mining and analysis to identify the causes of illness, preventive medicine, predictive analytics, and data analysis of genetic, lifestyle, and social circumstances to prevent the disease. Precision medicine, leveraging aggregate data to drive hyper personalized care. That means one person, one medicine. Medical research, data driven medical and pharmacological research to cure the diseases and discover new treatments and medicines. Now, reduction of adverse medication events, harnessing of big data to spot medication errors and flag potential adverse reactions. Cost reduction, identification of value that drives better patient outcomes for the long-term savings. Population health, monitor big data to identify disease trends and health strategies based on demographies, geography, and socioeconomics. Now, major applications of data analytics in health sectors. For example, these are the example, these four things on the top are the real application of data analytics in healthcare are, for example, Kaiser health systems include extraordinarily the data analytics approach for population health management. Then Teladoc Health that also uses in telemedicine enhancement. Mount Sinai Hospital in USA utilizes for the purpose of predictive analytics, and Pfizer, one of the leading international company or USA-based company in pharmaceutical industry, clinical, they use it for clinical research optimization and drug development purpose. Now, how will you think about the real application of data analytics in case of healthcare and management? So this is the layout where you can think how to connect, how to analyze, and what to take the decision. Now, you can think about the different types of data sources in healthcare system. For example, you can receive the data from physiological monitors where you will be getting pulse rate monitor, BP estimator, health rate, monitor blood glucose. Then you can go for IVD devices, equipment for blood analysis, breast biopsy, device equipment for HIV detection. Then assistive devices, implants, prosthesis, MRI, CT scan, and ultrasound scanners. Then wearable devices, activity tracker, pedometer, sleep apnea detector. Then medical application that retrieve the individual's electronic health records. These are the quite common things. So while you are approaching any healthcare for your work from home job in data science, you can approach what kind of work and in which field you can do the work in data science. Now, in case of patient care and diagnosis, what kind of work you are required to do? That is first one, predictive analytics, where you will be basically analyzing the patient data to predict the disease likelihood, identifying high risk patients and forecast the outbreaks. Then personalized medicines uses genomic data and patient history to create tailored treatment plans and optimize therapies. Then medical image analysis. There are huge imaging data sets in medical healthcare system where you will be utilizing the algorithms to interpret medical images like X-rays, CT scans, and MRIs to find the abnormalities. Now, you can go for clinical decision support system also to provide the evidence-based recommendation to the clinicians to improve the diagnosis and treatment planning. Then, there is one of the finest application and easiest application, that is remote patient monitoring. That means the patient can be located in any part of the world and it is possible to diagnose even if the patient is not present closer to the doctors. So here you use the Internet of Things or IoT's devices and be able to track the patient healthcare matrices. For example, health rate, blood glucose for continuous monitoring and early interventions. So basically, data science is used in patient care and diagnosis to create predictive models for early disease detection, provide personalized treatment plans by analyzing genetic and patient data, and improve the accuracy of medical image analysis. It also supports clinical decision making, enhances telehealth services, and improves the patient monitoring through remote systems, ultimately aiming to increase the efficiency and improve the patient's outcomes. So here, for example, you can see four types of healthcare data analytics are required. Descriptive analytics, that means understanding histological trends, then predictive analytics, forecasting the future, and then prescriptive analytics, unearthing the new strategies, then discovery analytics, determining what you want to explore. Then examples of data science predictive analysis in healthcare. So predictive analytics and data science in healthcare are used to forecast, as I mentioned, these things. So how will you think in terms of workflow if you are going to work from home or in the office? Then you need to think, for example, here healthcare data. You need to get the medical records, health service surveys, disease and patients registries, and their detailed information. Then you need to perform predictive analysis, heart rate, for example, weight rate, the many more things. So more effective operational and clinical decisions could be taken after your analysis. Then another way of thinking in data science could be use cases of predictive analytics in healthcare. How can you think if you are going to work for predictive analytics in healthcare? Then this is the way you need to think. Now, it comes to another part. That is the for the examples of data science and personalized medicine. As I mentioned, that personalized medicine is basically one person and the specific drug for that specific person. That means one person, one drug. Analyzing patient specific data, for example, blood sugar level, medication adherences, lifestyle factors, to tailor treatments and prevent complications. Then predictive treatment effectiveness, using genetic and clinical data to forecast how a patient might respond to different chemotherapies, guiding oncologists to the most effective plans. And this is the way how you can think. For example, computational analysis. You need clinical, genomics, metabolomics, imaging, claims, and then labs, nutrients, lifestyles. Then you go for some kind of machine learning application. For example, SVM, support vector machine, deep learning, logistical regression, then discriminant analysis, decision tree, random forest, or linear regression, naive bias, k nearest neighbor, hidden markup model HMM, genetic algorithms, or ANN, artificial neural network. Then you go for multi-factor examination, then knowledge base, and then final decision support system, Afterward, you go for classification, clustering, and regression, and finally go for final recommendation and decision making process. Now it comes for examples of data science and medical imaging analysis in health sector. You might have seen the patients going for imaging process. Then you could see how on the computer screen the images could look like. These images will be delivered in this form or in these forms. Then you need to go for importing these image files into your R or Python or MATLAB, and then go for analysis to find the source of abnormalities or where there is abnormalities with respect to the other areas of the brain. Now, if you want to think about how to apply the data science for remote patient monitoring, you can think about like this. The doctor does not need to be present always on the bed side of the patient. So you need for this purpose some kind of extra devices only. Then you can work even from the distances and monitor the remote patients. Now it comes how the Internet of Things could work or IoTs. There are a number of and large applications of IoTs these days. Now it comes the examples of data science in clinical decision support. So clinical decision support tools provide healthcare professionals with data driven diagnosis, treatment, and care recommendations. By integrating patient data with clinical guidelines and best practices, these tools can help healthcare professionals to make better decisions and improve the patient's outcomes. For example, a clinical decision support tool might recommend a particular course of treatment based on a patient's medical history, test results, and other relevant factors. Now it comes the different way and the different companies who are working in this field as analytics in healthcare. For example, Penn Medicine, Texas Children's Hospital, Lucille Packard Children's Hospital, University of Chicago Medical Centers, Envision Physical Services, and its net, then Agilon Health, and there are many more. For example, analytics application for this, what they are using and what are the challenges they face are, for example, monitoring palliative care patients to prevent risk, then suboptimal use of hospital space, inefficient, many more things. You can use it, and this is what kind of data you can get for analysis purpose as a data analyst or data scientist. Now, research and development application of data science, you can apply it thoroughly. There is deep uses of data analysis in drug discovery, genomic medicine, epidemic, outbreak prediction, especially drug discovery. It makes it more interesting, and genomic medicine, which accelerates the process of developing the new vaccines and medicines by analyzing the complex biological data. And then genomic medicine analyzes the genomic sequences and genomic informations to identify the gene anomalies and advanced precision oncologies. Now, what kind of information you can think when you are looking for drug discovery application? The major application part will be chemoinformatics, genomic data, clinical trial data, real world evidence, biomarker discovery, patient stratification, high throughput screening, predictive modeling. But if you are working as a data analyst, you don't need to think too much. You will be getting all the data from all these sources. So, for example, this is the map for Pfizer drug discovery and development. And this is how you can think. In India, especially, and other countries where you have huge opportunities if you have science background up to class 10th or 11th, 12th, and basic mathematics knowledge, you can easily approach the company via email, any drug companies or pharma companies, and ask them if they can outsource their data for you to work from home, or find someone can mediate the job dealing between you and the organization. Now it comes to epidemic outbreak prediction application. You can think about the COVID-19. how the people have tackled the COVID-19 outbreak. Then here you got the data collection, then epidemiological data, patient data, DNA, RNA sequencing data, data management processing, then uses of AIs and machine learning, deep learning, then drug discovery, diagnosis, prevention, and patient monitoring. You have also seen during this COVID-19 that the vaccine was developed in quite short time, and that was really very unique. Now it comes to think, if you want to think it in detailed way of COVID-19 output prediction and data analysis approach, then you will be getting the information COVID-19 artificial network intelligence technologies. Then in prediction, you get the prediction of patient disease progression, forecast of the spread of epidemic, predict the variant of SARS or COVID-19. Then you go for detection. Here you need to use COVID-19, AI-based COVID-19 detection for from chest X-ray, AI-based approaches for COVID-19 diagnosis and using CT imaging, AI-assisted lateral flow, immunoassay, and acoustic analysis, then control and management, risk assessment, intelligent decision-making process. Then it comes to drug development, drug repurposing, and drug screening. Finally, you move for the operational and healthcare operational and administration and management level, where you can go for healthcare fraud detection, resources allocation, streamlined administration processes, population health management, and many more things. For example, identifying health trends, advanced medical research, identify patterns, fraud detection, revenue cycle management, evaluating policy impact, and cost analysis. Now you can think them in another way. The diverse application where IBM, Watson, they are using for data science in health sector. You can think for administration section, clinical sectors, and then drug discovery sector. But in drug discovery, there are two ways of working. One is you can work as a data analyst, where you don't need to think too much. You just need to analyze the data. Another way is to you need to think as a researcher or scientist. You can also work there. In clinical sector, you can also think about the clinicians, therapists, surgeons, oncologists, pharmacy, nurse, and then collect the information or data and go for analysis purpose. Now, what are the benefits of healthcare data analytics? There are large number of benefits: improved staffing and gaining operational insights from healthcare provider data, diagnosis treatment, using patient data to improve health outcomes, analyzing the clinical data to improve the medical research. If you want to think them in the way of process development for or method development for data science application in health sector, you can think about, you can receive the data from sensing data, omics data, electronics health record, public health record, clinical data, and then you can go for analytic purpose, descriptive diagnostics, predictive, and descriptive, prescriptive, where you can go think about foresighting. Here you can think about more deep insight. Then you can go for final prediction of improved outcomes, that is smarter and cost effectiveness decisions. Now, in the next class, I will continue the other fields of application, data science applications. So thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe our channel.